All right. On this training, we are going to talk about how to develop your tribe using a Facebook group. I'm excited about this particular subject because our mission, our call as authors, as speakers, as people who are passionate about transforming lives, we each of us, we really need to focus on how we can not just be a party of one, but be a party of many. And what better way than to surround yourself with like-minded people, people who may be on the journey with you or maybe just getting started, or those who don't even know where they are, but they absolutely know that they want to do something different with their lives and they feel that you are the best person to help them. That, my friend, is the composition of your tribe. And so let's talk about why develop a tribe. First of all, you have to have the right mindset. The mindset that you understand that you're not just called to serve yourself or just a few people, that you're really called to transform the lives of many people, because in this social world that we live in, you are going to have a unique opportunity to touch not just your family's life, but many people who may not look like you, may not talk like you. You will have them as your audience. And so when we begin to shape our mind and knowing that our message is going to go out to reach the masses, then it gives us the encouragement to be more leaders versus, oh, I'm just a person that stays in the background. If you want to lead a tribe, you have to, resign yourself to, thinking that you can stay in your comfort zone. You really have to say, okay, I'm going to step up and be the leader that is required for a tribe. A great thing, though, about forming a tribe is that because you'll be connecting with like-minded people, not just folks who need your help, you may actually align with someone who can help you build the tribe that you can build the tribe with. So you won't always have to go at it alone, but probably in the beginning phase of your business, you may be building this on your own, but that's okay. That's why we're here to support you. Another great aspect about developing a tribe is that these people represent folks that you can potentially serve with your products and with your services. And what better way to identify potential customers than creating an atmosphere, an environment, a space where they can self-select and say, hey, Coach Sarah, hey, Coach Jaleesa, I need your help. So that's the beauty of a tribe. In addition, you can test your material. So if you are launching a new product or service, you can do what's called a beta test. And when you've identified your tribe members, then you can test those services on those people. So what do I mean by this? A beta test is, for example, if you're launching a digital course, because you've identified people who may actually need your services and put them in a group setting, i.e. a Facebook group, those folks may not know you or know the value of what you have to offer just yet. However, if you offer them to beta test your coaching services for a 30-day period, or your digital course, for example, then they would be able to tell you what are the great things about your program and what things you could probably up level before you offer them to the marketplace and ask people to pay you for what it is that you are offering. So it's a great way to test your material. It's also a good way to get testimonials, so that same group that you test your material on can be those people who give you testimonials for your website, for your book, etc. In addition, your tribe allows you to prospect. You get people who have raised their hand and said, hey, you have this Facebook group about, women who want to be fit while raising children. They've come from all over the world to join your group, and guess what? They may be your potential client or your business partner. So it's a great way for people to self-select based on shared interests. It is also a good way for you to get referrals. So let's say, you created this community because you not only want to sell your services, but, you're more interested in getting recommendations and seeing if they can prospect for you. Well, that is a brilliant environment for you to say, hey, guys, My name is Chantel and I am a book coach, and I'm looking for women who are Christian and who want to speak and also have a story to tell. I want you to tell me if you know at least one person who could benefit from my help. And by you asking in this tribe environment, they are more likely than not to say, yes, yes, I have someone in mind, or I am that person. So why use Facebook? Well, Facebook is a great tool to use because there's a low barrier for entry. So many of you, hope, already have a Facebook account, and if you're not active, this is a good way to re-engage your community. So it's easy to use. Advertising is done for you. So Facebook actually advertises your group to folks who fit your tribe member profile. So the more people who join your group, let's say you decide to invite, 100 people once your Facebook group launches, Facebook will then begin to advertise to people who kind of are similar to that first group of 100 individuals who joined your group. So they do the advertisement for you. A good way to continue to have Facebook advertise for you is to make 3 posts a day in your Facebook group. But we'll talk about that a little bit more. And in addition, Facebook is excellent because there's a ready audience. So you're not going out to find people necessarily. You are going to have the beauty of millions of people being in one space called Facebook that are actively typing and searching and looking for groups on Facebook that identify with their interests. So let's take action. I love that we can not only just learn, but we can also take action on what we learn. So if you will go to Facebook and you would simply click on your profile, go to home. This little down arrow will show you an option that says manage groups. These are all the groups that your friends are part of. These are groups that you're in, and these are groups that Facebook is recommending. So when you start a group, folks will be able to see your group in their recommended groups to join. And the list just keeps continuing and goes on and on and on. But that's not why we're here. We're here because we want to create a group. So you just click on this blue button and it'll ask you to name your group. One of the key points in naming your group is that you want to be as specific as possible. So let's say that you have products and services that can benefit teachers, and you help teachers build their curriculum for preschoolers. Well, you wouldn't necessarily name your group preschool curriculum prep, right? Because no one's really looking for that. They need it, but they may not be looking for it. So you would name your group something like support group for preschool teachers, right? So when someone is typing in Facebook, they have just started their career as a preschool teacher, your group is going to pop up. So let's say preschool teacher support group. And what I love about having a title like this is that it's specific enough that not just any old person would join your group, but only folks who have that interest about teaching on a certain grade level, as well as having the career as a teacher. So you would make your group specific so that people can self-select. You would begin to add people. So I'll just add myself to begin with, and then you would choose your privacy setting. And Facebook group is very easy, so I'm not going to go through the entire process of setting it up, but you just follow the prompts that Facebook gives you. And this is what it will turn out to be. You'll have a Facebook group. This is my group that I started in 2018, and I have not really been actively maximizing it the way that I intend to. And the reason why is because I did not understand the power of a Facebook group until very recently. And it was only after I decided to get back in gear on Facebook that I saw that when I looked at my group announcements, and it said that 76 people wanted to join my group. They were members requesting to join. I was shocked. So right now you see 8, but when I had left it alone for a while, then came back, this at one point it was up to 76, another point it was 100, and I was blown away. I said, wow, these are people who want to, who fit my criteria. They are speakers, they're women, and they share the faith of Christianity. And that, my friends, represents my ideal tribe member, because when I'm looking at inviting people to participate in my mastermind, or I'm inviting people to let me coach them in writing their books, guess what? These are some of my ideal clients potentially. And not only are they signing up to join my group and getting inspiration and motivation on what I share, but they are also giving me their email address. So you see, I asked 3 questions. So when you create your group, they allow you to ask, offer people the ability to answer questions that you can decide based on their answers whether or not you want to include them in your group. And one of the questions should be, what is a good email address for you? And guess what? People will give you their email addresses, and that is a conversation for another training, but you always want to be in the business to collect email addresses, because that's how you can eventually market to your potential tribe members. So let us go back to our PowerPoint and recap some key points. So when you start your Facebook group, you want to remember that content is king. So you want to develop a content calendar. As mentioned, Facebook will rank your group higher than others that are similar to yours because you're posting 3 times per day. Now, some people decide to leave their group open and they let everyone post. Like my group is right now, everyone can post. I monitor to see what they're posting. But what I'm doing now is that in lieu of me actively posting 3 times a day, I'm allowing others to post, which impacts my algorithm with Facebook. So they see that it's a lot of action happening, and so they'll market the group to people without me doing anything. Number 2, ask for email addresses. Offer something in exchange. So one of the questions can be, hey, can I have your email address so that you can download the free guide to how to grow your business with a best-selling book, right? Give them something in exchange for their email address. Next, you want to engage. So not just post on Facebook groups, but actively comment on people who comment on your post, people who post, comment on their posts, so that you can you can show your engagement that way. And finally, apply the VOV, V-O-V. That is, the VOV formula means that you're going to be giving value in one post, making your offer for your products and services in another post, and then you're going to give value. So when you're developing your content calendar, remember the VOV formula. Value, offer, value. Value, offer, value. Don't oversell your products and services in your Facebook group. Give value, but make sure you don't undersell your products and services, because that, my friends, is going to help you build your tribe and also allow you to make an impact and an income through a Facebook group.